No way government is going to return the money before maturity. Is that clear now? Okay. Before maturity, government is not going to return the money back. Okay? Maturity पे दे दे यही बात है. But government also knows that the same thing that is being told by your parents, maybe grandparents, कि अगर अपना पैसा ही समय पे काम नहीं आया तो उस पैसे का क्या वैल्यू है. एंड ना गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया इज फेसिंग न्यू जनरेशन पीपल. न्यू जनरेशन पीपल, फॉर देम ऑप्शंस आर मेनी, एंड इफ फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी इज नॉट प्रोवाइडेड, at least new generation people, they are not going to invest in government bond. Will you people be investing in the government bond? Because new generation people, they prefer to maintain liquidity. 8 साल कौन वेट करेगा? And if money is needed, okay. But the problem with the government knows these things. कि if flexibility is not provided to the investors, to the bondholders, no one is going to buy the bonds of the government. And if the bonds of the government is not purchased by the common people of India, government will be struggling to finance the budget. Because new generation people, they are more aware, they are technically well equipped, and moreover, they are more aggressive. They want to take some risk. I have seen many people, in the night before they sleep, they invest in Bitcoin. सोते वक्त बिटकॉइन में लगा दिया 100 रुपीज. अर्ली इन द मॉर्निंग दे रियलाइज कि प्राइस हैज इंक्रीज टू 125. दे सेल इट, 25 रुपया कमा लिया, चाय पानी का जुगाड़ हो गया. These people, old people, for them options were very few. Very few options were there, and they never trusted the world private, to be honest. So they preferred to go for government sector, keeping some patience. Okay. Yes. So now 2 years after the purchase, 6 years before maturity, you have got some urgency. You need your money back. So definitely government is not going to return the money back. But government has made the arrangements. If before maturity people need their money back, they must get it. But for that, you don't have to go to the government. You will have to go to the bank. Go to the bank. Now, 2 options are there. First thing, when you buy Kisan Vikas Patra, what is the proof? What is the proof? You have given loan to the government. So that is called certificate. Certificate. Post office will issue you the certificate. So that certificate is a conclusive proof that this much of loan was given to you, given by you to the government. So first option is against Kisan Vikas Patra or the government bond, banks will be providing you loan. Loans are taken against vehicle. The vehicle will be called collateral. Loans are taken against the building. The building will be called your collateral. So again the government securities, banks are able to provide you loan within the same day. Banks claim that within 5 minutes. But definitely same day will get up to 80%, up to 90%, depending on one of the monetary policy instruments that is called margin money. Margin money or margin requirement. It is one of the policy tools of the monetary policy. Okay? Decided by the RBI. Suppose it is 10%. Margin money or margin requirement. If the rate fixed by the RBI, if it is 10%, then banks will give you up to 90% of the value of the security. If the margin money kept by the RBI is 20%, then bank can give you maximum up to 80%. 80%. So why this loan facility? Why this loan facility? Before maturity, if you need your money, yes, you will get it, but in the form of loan. Who will provide you loan? So definitely by the banker. By the banker. up to maybe 80%, up to maybe 90%. So my question for you, why this loan facility is being provided to the common people? Yes, answer please. Why this loan facility? Why this loan facility? Yes, to make your investment flexibility. Yes, correct. Because if the investments are not flexible, you are not going to invest in government bond. That's very good. Not for bank interest. Okay, to make your investment flexible. So that was the first option. That was the first option. Among you people, in the future, if you decide to buy government bond, nothing is wrong, because if needed, you can get loan from the banker against that government security. Now the second option is, you don't want to take loan against that. You want hisab kitab aaj hi ho jaye. You want to get the things final only today. Because when you take loan against Kisan Vikas Patra, you will have to keep on paying them installment. You don't want to take loan. You want all your money back along with interest, and not in the nature of loan. So that option is also there. In that case also, you will have to approach the banker. Bank ke paas hi jaoge, and in a layman term, you will ask the bank, see what you will tell the bank, ki make some deduction and give me the money back. In a layman term, normally these words are not used when people used to approach the banker. What the people say, कि थोड़ा बहुत ले दे करके हिसाब किताब कर दो. So what the bank will do? Bank will make a deduction. A certain amount will be deducted by the bank, and the rest of the money will be given to you. You got your money back. Now, Kisan Vikas Patra or the government bond, it is with the banker. It is with the banker. In a layman term, you can say, by providing you money, bank has purchased that government bond from you. Now let me know whether you are comfortable till here or not. Till here, are you comfortable? Okay. Quality of this batch seems to be very good. Very good. Okay. Very good. Okay, you got your money back. Now the Kisan Vikas Patra or the government bond, it is with the bank. Still 6 years are left. Still 6 years are left. Okay. So 2 years further 2 years later, now banks are facing the problem of liquidity. Banks are in deep trouble. 2 years later, matlab 4 years before maturity, now banks are facing the problem of liquidity. Possible hai, bilkul. So then what the banks will do? They will go to their bank. And who is bank's bank? Or banker's bank? 2 years later further, means 4 years before maturity, banks are facing the problem of liquidity or flexibility. So they will go to their own bank, and their own bank is RBI. And bank will be telling the same thing to the RBI, make some deduction and give me the money back. What the RBI will do? RBI will again go for deduction. Okay? And the rest of the money will be given to the commercial bank. Okay? Now the Kisan Vikas Patra, it is with the RBI. And RBI is going to keep the money till maturity, and on maturity, the entire principal and the interest will be received by the RBI. And I don't think RBI is going to face the problem of liquidity, because no chhapne wala machine, it is with the RBI only. Now, two cases. We approach the bank and banks approach the RBI. Okay? So when we approach the bank, banks give us money after making some deduction. Technically, it is called discounting. This is called discounting. And when banks were in trouble, they approached RBI. RBI made further deduction. So that is called rediscounting. Have you heard this name? Yes or no? Discounting and rediscounting. Have you heard these two names? Discounting and rediscounting. Discounting is made by whom? Commercial bank, making ours investment flexible, and rediscounting is made by whom? RBI, making banks investment flexible. I hope that these 2 points are clear now. पढ़ोगे कट और पेस्ट से तो कहां से समझ में आएगा? This is the problem. The content that is in circulation, yes, they are just like slow poison for you people. The contents available in the market, everyone is working on content, and what they are doing? Cut and paste. It is harming you. Okay. Now, rediscounting is done by whom? RBI. Again, I am explaining that 2 years after purchase, total maturity 8 years, 2 years after purchase, you are facing the problem. You will approach the bank will be making some deduction, that is called discounting, and the rest of the money will be given to you. Now it is with the commercial bank. 6 years are still left. 2 years further, means 4 years before maturity. Banks are in trouble. They are facing the problem of liquidity. So then they will approach RBI, their bank. RBI also said to be bankers bank, and requesting RBI to make some deduction and give the rest of the money. So what the RBI will do? RBI will again make the deduction. So that is called rediscounting. Discounting is made by commercial bank. Rediscounting is made by RBI. Okay? Purpose is same. Purpose of discounting is to make ours investment flexible, and the purpose of rediscounting is to make banks investment flexible. जो हमारा बैंक के साथ रिलेशन है, the same relationship there between bank and the RBI. I hope कि Nisha, you are comfortable now? Okay. No, okay. Yes, Gaurav, your question is very good because okay, it will come after 15 classes. Okay. Can RBI give loan to bank? No. When we discuss monetary policy, one concept is there that is called SLR. Under that, two concepts we have to discuss. One is called repo rate. Second is called reverse repo rate. You must have heard that. So in case of repo rate, that is for short-term loan. Yes, commercial bank, they are getting loan from the RBI. And there, what happens? Ki RBI is not making deduction. This we'll discuss in detail there. In brief, I am discussing. Ki in case of repo rate, commercial banks are given loan by the RBI. But what the RBI is doing? RBI will purchase the security from the commercial bank. Let us see the example. Okay. I am the RBI. You are the commercial bank. Okay. Under repo rate, it is said to be a repurchase agreement. I will discuss in detail, but only in brief. Okay. RBI will give commercial bank through repurchase agreement. Suppose today you are coming to me, okay, sir, I am facing some financial problem. I want some loan. I will give you, but through purchase, आपके पास जो government security है ना, I will be purchasing and you will be given the loan. But the condition will be कि in the future, the date I will fix. On that date, you will have to again repurchase it back. यदि मैं आपको लोन देता हूं through purchase of government securities, okay, but repurchase agreement के through, it means the same, you will have to repurchase it back from me. I hope you got the point. So repurchase option there, okay, in that case. Here there is no repurchase. Once RBI is going for, that's why it is called outright. Let me write, okay. It is called outright. This is what we are discussing. And there it will be called repo arrangement. This is for short term and this is basically for long term. In a layman term, commercial bank, they outrightly sold to the RBI. RBI, after making some deduction, money was given to the commercial bank. There is no repurchase agreement. That's why it is called outright arrangements. जो हम लोग भी पढ़ रहे हैं. When I discuss monetary policy like repo rate, reverse repo rate, so then it's not outright. It's a repurchase agreement. यानी दोबारा आपको RBI से खरीदना पड़ेगा when things are becoming normal. I hope कि are you able to understand me? Yes or no? Okay, so ये focus करो, ठीक है. Okay, so discounting versus rediscounting. Okay. If you have any doubt, please ask, because I'm telling you, it's a once in a life opportunity. Once in a life opportunity. No one is going to teach those things. Economics people normally means poverty, unemployment, these things you can do yourself. It is called outright. It was outrightly sold to the RBI. But in case of repo, it is not outright. Again, it will have to be repurchased. Is that clear now? So let us now conclude, and then I will ask the question. You know the answer, but I don't think you will be able to answer. Take it as a challenge. Discounting is made by commercial bank, making our investment flexible. Rediscounting is made by RBI, making commercial banks investment flexible. Now both are making some deduction, and whenever deduction is taking place, we will be applying one mathematical rate. 2% money was deducted, 4% was deducted, 10% was deducted. So now my question is, the rate at which discounting and rediscounting is taking place is called what? The rate at which discounting and rediscounting takes place is called what? The rate at which discounting and rediscounting takes place is called. Okay. Nisha says repo rate. Okay. Jaspreet repo rate. Okay. Hemil repo rate. Okay. Look, for me, your every answer is correct. Every. No problem. Today, if you struggle, you don't have to struggle in the examination hall. And if you don't want to struggle today, definitely you will be struggling in the classroom, in the examination hall.